Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Hi, it's our monthly go live with myself, Reshaping, and also Josephine. If it's the first time you see us sharing on our business page, let us have a quick introduction about ourselves first. I'm from Singapore. I'm Janice, a full-time working mom. I have two daughters. I'm also living with my aging parents. And beside working in the corporate, which I have been working for more than 2 decades, I have been also running this digital business for 4 years. I let Shaping do her introduction.
Hi, yeah, I'm also from Singapore, a full-time working mom to a kids of one, running this business alongside with my full-time job, which I find it very manageable. Yeah, maybe let Jo share a bit about herself.
Hi, I'm Josephine from Singapore as well. I'm running this digital business for 3 years, along with my full-time job as well. So I'm a mom of 4 kids, and I'm still able to manage this business. Yeah, correct.
Amazing. Okay. I think Josephine being the youngest among us, but a mother of four, can you imagine? Right. So if it's the first time you see us, we actually have previous monthly go live that we share a lot about this business. And this is the last go live for this year for the three of us because we have plans ahead for what is coming on 2025. All right. So what's our sharing for this last go live based on the three of us? Mainly, we look back, we rewind to what was our past, um, how we consider into this digital business that we started, and we get to know each other from this business, and then we reignite in terms of planning how we revision our goals, and it's typically our previous go live, usually we do it on the first day or first week of the month, right? But today, December, it happened to be on the last day of 2024. Okay, so I just share a bit about myself. Like, I never been or never come across that I would want to run a business because in the past, how I see my father as a businessman, but for his business was a traditional one where he has to tend a shop, he has to pay rental, he has to um, employ workers, and the poor me has to, do all the paperwork whenever there's, people who's leaving, and then he he got new employment. Then I have to do all the paperwork for the Malaysians that coming over to Singapore to do it. And every month, not forgetting his accounting, also helping my dad. So, and looking at their traditional working hours for him running as a uh, F&B business, he's like no day and no night one. The moment he wake up, if the sun haven't rise, the moment he managed to have a good sleep, right, it's really already dark hours, right? So I grew up with a mindset, no, I'll just take monthly pay can already. Okay, but to certain extent, as we grow up, our situation change, our status change, from single to married to become a parent, right? So our priority also changed, right? But then again, what at what instant did I change my mind to become that I need to run a business? Of course, it's the opportunity that I chance upon, and I look into what this opportunity gives. All right, and when I look into it, I I measure the time and effort, how it's being run, and how will it help me plan my days ahead. When I look at, mm, I'm not a very faithful employee to say like I stay in a job and that's my first job from day one. No, I hop a lot of job, right? But in Singapore, we hop in order to get better chance of increment and also job growth, right? But then I witnessed colleagues who was once not one or two, it's quite a few of them. They can stay in the job for 18 years, 20 years, 20 over years, right? At the end of the day, when the market was not good or economy was not good, right? He was asked to leave, right? And having their lifetime in one job, right? I thought that was a very faithful uh, kind of mindset with the company. But what shocked me is like after spending, hold on, okay. So my mindset was like, wow, so faithful, but at the end of the day, your reward is the company is not doing well or the economy is doing well, is not doing well. And the worst case is they didn't use that as a reason, but they said that your performance wasn't well. So that they don't pay out, the retrenchment package. Then that shocked me. It's like you were being penalized, and what was that 20 years that they put in, and to benefit the company, you come up with all sort of crap to protect yourself, and there's no protection as an employee. Yeah. So that one was um the so-called turning point for me where I said that, okay, I think I have already witnessed enough and I truly don't want to be one of the victim. In any case, if that happened to me, I don't have, and as I age, right, I don't have a safety net to land on, right? So that's my sharing. Uh, and with this opportunity, it really helped me as a booster. The community here, the business itself, there's a lot of motivation, inspiration that keep you moving. All right. Every year end, I believe a lot of people will say that, what's your new resolution for next year? Then you will set a lot. Then every year, the the end come to the year comes to the end, right? You look back, what's your achievement? Right? Then you say, oh, nothing, not much, because you could be busy, you could be lagging, you could be not motivated, because most of the time you are alone, or it's just only here and then there's no action. All right. So I'll talk more about that later, and then I let Shepin uh share her part on her rewind and meeting.
Yeah, thanks Janice for sharing. Yeah, for me it's like I don't think I chance upon this. I mean, I used to think that I chanced upon this business is like like by chance, But then I think it's like God has a plan for me, cause it's like since young I was told, oh, you study hard, then you work hard, you go to work, you put in all your best and all as much as you can, then you can grow, you can proceed, you earn more money. But then if you are a single and alone, right, this is like possible because it's yeah, like alone, then you commit yourself to work. But then if you got a kids, right, then if you just keep earning money, then you have kids, then you don't take care of them, you don't spend enough time with them, right? Then I don't see the point lah. So that's when I like think is it do I really want to work, all the way, uh, at work, and then when I go home I got no time for my kids. Yeah, indeed I bring home the money for my kids, I can give the kind of like living standard, maybe the kind of standard that I want for her, which I think is the best. But then in reality, deep down, she's not happy, I'm not happy. So, and I also decide to like that is how it triggered me to rethink whether should I actually build my career path and then leave my family hanging there, or should I actually do something about it. So for me, if you see it, I'm here, so I decided to take a step down. So of course, you take a step down in your career, right? Means a pay cut lah. This is very this is a very hard truth in life that if you want if you want more money, you put in hard work, you work more, you cannot be like work give your work some how to say half-hearted. So I take a step back, lesser responsibility job. So looking, need to look for side hustle lah. But then the side hustle also cannot like you need to commit a lot of time because like last time I used to side hustle, I was like a private tutor. So private tutor also the same. You need to be there, and then you spend time, all these. Yes, although there is like money coming in, but then you're also actually selling your time. So when I look for something, I wish like something that I can work from home with my kids lah. So this is how I came upon this. And then when I come in like half-hearted, I would say I just want to make a little bit more money, and then okay, I have the time with my kids. But then in 2 years into this business, right, I see a change. I see a change like it's like I get more time with my family. So I of course I spend a lot of time with my kids. We bond together, and then I can actually guide her doing a lot of things that I want to do. And then also it's always there lah. So this business actually is like quite flexible. So if it's like not something that you like you have to go to work, then you have to commit there. So if let's say I have something at home, then I could not like manage it right. Actually managing this business is just like it's actually very, I would say, about take about 1 to 2 hours each day. So if even sometimes I busy with kids, like this year I'm actually how to say, because I have to accompany my girl for her exam, right? So actually I just put this business aside. But then it doesn't like stop there, it still actually runs behind it. So it's like what actually this is like quite sustainable. So like moving forward, right, I think like I shouldn't like give this business like a half do it with a half-hearted, I would say. Actually it's something that I can work on for my retirement, as like what Janice has shared, right? I also seen like fair share of like people, one life one job. They really spend 30 years in a job, but at the end of the day, right, when the economy is not doing well, especially during the pandemic, right, the company just lay off people. And then like what Janice has shared, this is really like, if you don't really see it, right, if you hear it as like a story, right, you will not feel it. But then if you have like worked with that person for like uh join the company, like you work with them for like 2 years, but then they have been with the company for like 20 to 30 years. So if in terms like when company is doing a restructuring or retrenchment, right, you will think that actually the newer people were actually being asked to go. But in the true fact, right, this doesn't actually happen to the newer people. This actually just happened to the people who has been with the company 20 to 30 years. So it made me think that does I want something like that to happen to me when I reach like 40, 50 years. Like when you reach 50 years old, right, then if this you got actually retrenched, right, and then if let's say the company is good enough to give you a retrenchment package, then maybe it can sustain you for a few months. But then if the company, right, will use reason like, oh, you're not performing well, then they tekan you, they do all sorts of like uh things to make you live on your own, then there is no retrenchment package. So at the age of 50 or 50 plus, right, then to look for a job, I think it's pretty difficult lah. For me, this is what I think. So I do not want something to happen to me. So when I like now I'm in this business, right, then I see that it is something possible to actually work on, and then it could actually be my retrenchment. I mean retrenchment, retirement. Uh, re- re- Retirement like plans for me. So not only that, it's like also since like there is also like business partner, actually they are actually retiring at 30, 40, so it's like it's something is possible. And then if it's possible to how to say could be a backup plan for our life. So for me, like moving on to like 2025, right, I would like to like focus more on this business to make it work. I mean, it's definitely is working lah, or to accelerate, the speed so that I can actually retire early. Yeah. So maybe let Jo share about her rewind, rethink, and reignite, for the upcoming 2025.
Especially a
Okay.
mom of
Thank you, Janice and Sheffin, for your sharing. Yeah, okay, so for myself, right, maybe just a little bit about myself. When I started this year, this business 3 years back, at that point of time, I was just being let go by my company because of the pandemic. Yeah, so before that, I have always, been looking for a side hustle because as a mom of four kids, right, it's not easy to split myself among them. It's never possible. Yeah, but then having said that, the youngest one will always have the most of my time. But to be fair to amongst the kids, right, I need more time to spend with them. Yeah, so I have been looking for different platforms, e-commerce and dropshipping. Yeah, which was the popular one at that point of time, but it didn't work out because it actually took up a lot of my time. You need to do all the logistic and administrations from A to Z. Yeah, so ended up it didn't work out for me, and after I'm being let go for this role that I was in 3 years back, I know that I can feel that there's no longer golden rice bowl. Even though whatever role you are taking on or how important this role can be in the company, you can be replaced very easily. Yeah, someone else can just come in and take over your job, and yeah, then that's the end for us. Yeah, then we need to source for another alternative, and we need to start from scratch again. Yeah, so that's when I find a and happen to chance on this digital business that I wanted to actually started off by taking a look to see if it fits my schedule and things like that, because having tried a few different platforms, right, I know that this coming one has to be something that really suits me, fits into my schedule, because I do not want to put in all your effort in the digital business, but end of the day it's something that is draining me, and I need to let go again and need to find a new platform to run my side hustle again. Yeah, so after I joined in, right, I look into the platform, look into the training, the community and support. Everything was, something that I have been wanting to find, that I can work from home, and somewhere that I don't need to travel or don't need to put in my full 8 hours a day in a full time job. Yeah, so in this digital business, I see that the things that provide in this community is actually suitable for a working mom, especially a busy mom like myself. Yeah, so 3 years into here, it's not only about the personal growth. We meet all different business partners, and came across different projects, different coaches, where we share our support in the community. Yeah, so that's why I think that as my youngest kid is also growing up a bit more, and the time that is needed for the kids is not as much as having a newborn baby kind of time. Yeah, so I can more manage the time better now. Yeah, so for 2025, right, I plan to to put in more time and focus on my digital business, to make it even better. Yeah, so definitely is a platform that worth everyone looking it. By just listening, you might not fully understand the whole structures and how it works like. So you need to come into the digital business, and to see the whole thing as the whole package. I would say in this digital business, what are the benefits, so that you can know whether is this suitable for you. Like, we have been here for some time and we see a lot of things. We know that it's something that we can rely on in the long run. Yeah, so that's why we have been here for this number of years. Yeah, correct,
I,
correct. So you should step
I
in and see for yourself and understand how it runs, and the whole structure, I would say. Yeah.
I think it's really about sustaining a business. All right. In Chinese there's this saying, uh 创业难，守业更难. Right? It's like you can start a business, everybody can start a business, but to sustain and maintain, right? Um, it's not that easy. It's not easy in every trade, I would say. So
Mm,
in this digital business, it also has its own form of sustainability. But compared to many others, right? Be it the uh, latest type of business or the traditional type of business, I would say it's still easier compared to the rest. Today, I was scrolling in Facebook, okay, and I came across this social media lady. So she is a part-time actor. But then she also runs a traditional F&B business. I think she is one of the army to girl, one of the actor lah. Then she actually had three franchise of F&B shop. So in her sharing today, right, she was saying in the first 6 months she earned profit, but the 7 month onwards, right, she start to see losses in her business. Why? Because she is the boss, and when she start to have second and third outlet, right, she cannot be at three shops in one time, right? Then the other two shops she had to leave it to the employee to manage. But employee mindset and behavior may not be like the bosses ma. They are not 100% ma, because they just take a pay, right? So end up she said something. She said at times we learn to let go in order to gain. And she shared that she decided to close two of the shop and just maintain the main one that she started off with. All right. And today, and not only today, I think all the while we have been sharing with you about this digital business that we chance upon, we get to know, we started it, and we are running it. And why are we sharing with you this opportunity? It's because we want more people to start to build something for themselves who has no idea that there are something that is workable, um, or people has been looking out but they did not find the right one yet, right? And this is you and digital or social media is the in thing where we learn new things. I normally I normally get to find out new product or new services through scrolling Facebook, I would say, because I'm more of a die-hard Facebook fan, even for movie, okay? It's like sometimes you scroll and then you see they will put trailer, then I will, because of that I will go and find out that show, and then I'll start watching, right? So it's where first-hand information come from, that social media. All right, and that is why we are running our business through social media. And and you may not have that you may not be tech savvy in terms of you don't know how to run. I also only know how to scroll Facebook the last time, right? But today I can manage more of how Facebook can function based on the training I get from this digital business. Okay, so if uh for people who, probably you have been monitoring us, I don't know, monitoring us for a period of time, or this may be your first time you see us and you are still very curious. Don't be curious on what we are doing. I think you have to be curious what you want. That's a very um that may be your kickstart in terms of how you can reignite. You curious on what we do, it will not help you in any way, right? We will only provide you the information, but for you, if you want to make a difference for yourself, right, simply you can comment that you are interested in this go live, or you can actually private message us that I would like to find out more, and we will provide you all the steps that you can to find out more. Best thing is, we actually have all the setup done, and and we we came into this business so that it free up our time, and we had already have the automated system that help us explains the business. So if we were to direct you to the platform or back to the system, it's how our digital business runs. Not that we don't want to explain to you, because this business is meant to free up our time. We can explain in a way of summarizing how this business works, just like our Go Live we do. But if you really are interested, or you are very serious in terms of making a difference in 2025, all you need to do is follow the steps that we guide you. All right. Okay. So yeah, so it's 31st of December 2024 is the last day of the last of this year. And of course it's not nighttime yet, but then over here we would like to wish you in advance a happy new year. Wishing everyone who come across our video, um, be it you are in what scenario, we would like to encourage you to be brave in terms of what you want to achieve, your goals, your dreams. Be fearless, and then you'll be there. Okay, so wish you happy new year, and we'll see you next year. Bye bye.
Bye bye.